How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Avowed. So, last episode we took care of a corrupted bear in this arena. It's a interesting fight for sure. Pretty aggressive. Trying to get used to the combat and whatnot, but I think we have to go right here and interact with the Adra pillar here. Oh, here we go.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting.
You've been speaking to me from Fort something. What do you want?
We were drowning in our nightmares for so long. Your hand was a branch. Escape! We reached for you. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness.
Let's set that aside. What's wrong with the strangle root?
A rot eats at the foundation of this land. Corruption seeps into the soil. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you.
Fort, the bear, this place, it's the same plague, isn't it?
Yes. The air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do?
Cleanse the wound, disinfect it, heal it, free it. At least it can envoy vengeance against its killer. Put the poor thing down. Leave it at the beast will fight to earn survival. Let's go with the first one, yeah.
Care for it. Grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water.
Came to see what's wrong with the strangle root. Can you help me or not? Yeah. Then there's the leave me alone. I think we're going the first one.
We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it?
Yes, I'll help you. Depends what you want.
A favor for a favor, then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
All right. Okay. That's all clear. Okay. Dream Touch. Heals and revives all nearby allies. Deals damage over time to nearby Legman, Dream Thralls, and Vessels. Okay. The Ledger. Okay, so it's a new godlike ability.
Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous. You all right?
You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail.
I experienced a metaphysical, followed by a brief vision.
An attack on your very soul. Well, such an event could have killed someone, or worse.
Be careful where you go saying that. Nowadays, that kind of talk makes people nervous.
Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner.
That's her problem. I'm here for the Dream Scourge.
The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor.
Understood.
We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradis militia give you free passage into the city. Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this.
Alright, sweet. So now we have to go into Paradis.
Can she?
Come on. There we go. Keep looking around in the water and the waterfalls because you know there is going to be stuff somewhere. I just know it. There we go. I was trying to get out of the water. Wasn't working out too well. Alright, so I guess this is the way out of here. Just want to make sure we're not missing anything here. You know how I like to be thorough. Alright, let's get out of here.
You are full of surprises, envoy. I'd heard godlights have strange powers, but I'd never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradis. Enjoy the calm while you can. Let's talk the next time we're here. I should know that.
Camp conversations. Okay. Okay, so when we set up camp, he's got some stuff he wants to talk to us about. Okay. Guessing they're gonna force us to set up camp here. Hey, look at this. Knew there was something behind us.
Old fella who used to live here ended up in one of those shanties by the dock. Now I see
You
why.
guys got over here. Anything? Oh, you sure do.
your best shot.
There's some enemies over there. I'm not not gonna fight them right now.
Better part.
Yeah, I definitely like the combat with the weapons that we got, but I don't know, like it's just like kind of throwing me off. Hey, buddy. It's kind of throwing me off, like how there's not a dodge. I mean, there probably is, but it's probably me that just doesn't know how to do it. I don't know. All right, so let's set up camp here. Party camp, large agile wastelands, and throughout set up party camp will fully restore your health. And speak with companions,
Gilgard doesn't
upgrade,
seem
and
like the kind of
enchant,
man you'd send
cook.
to the frontier,
Okay.
does he? You seem much better suited to it.
All right, sweet. It's pretty sweet looking. Okay, so we got our stash.
After your voice.
Okay, upgrading items. Upgrade, have enough upgrade materials. Yep, pretty self-explanatory. Okay, materials come in numerous shapes, sizes, metals, wood. Primary materials used to upgrade weapons, herbs. Upgrade all items. Okay, Adra used to upgrade unique items across quality tiers. Okay. Variety of monster parts like tongues, spider legs. Okay.
Voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land.
Enchanting unique weapons. Left side of the screen to enchant. Choose a replacement for the primary enchantments. On the right side of the screen. Require specific enchantment materials. Currency can not be undone. Okay. Consist of a variety of monster parts. Okay.
Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is. You know, for most
what's up,
people,
dude?
getting sent to the living lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
I'm an accomplished scholar of the arcane. Emperor often turns to me with questions that lack
You must have
easy
gone through one of
answers.
Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails?
Yes, I look forward to putting my skills to practical application.
A word of advice, then. Practical application in the living lands usually involves a dagger, or bow, or baking mold, if that's all you have on hand. Don't ask. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the living lands.
Investigating the Dream Scourge. Yeah. Go with that one. Instead of why are you helping me, I think it's a punishment.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
I
thought
don't
every
even
godlike
know.
knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry. These are unusual times.
What do you mean?
Now that we've seen the Dream Scourge, I understand what the fuss is about. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
People are right to fear. I'm here to find the source, put a stop to it. Yeah, let's do that one.
I like your confidence, just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
Can only understand the tension. Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight. Lawless frontier. Let's go with the first one.
Exactly. Paradis has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
Want to help? I'm going to stop the Dream Scourge one way or another. Serve the Emperor's pleasure.
Someone once told me you need more than a little crazy to last out here. I get the feeling you'll fit right in. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while.
Can you tell me about Paradis? A soul plague called the Dream Scourge anyway. Yeah, let's do that one.
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Wonderful. Fungal growth like mine. Yeah, let's do that.
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
Can you tell me about Paradis? Got questions for you.
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
You don't seem to think much of Paradis or the people. I thought the Living Lands was full of mercenaries, exiles, and criminals.
Exactly. What's not to love? These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
So deadly, why
For
would
a lot of people,
anyone
the
come
Living
here?
Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
Sounds like a haven. Thousand desperation, in other words.
It was, for some. Not always the types you'd want as your neighbors. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. Nilfgaard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Got questions for
My
you.
favorite subject.
Oh boy. I'm not gonna go through all these. That's a lot of dialogue, dude.
Check your bedroll for fangworms.
I mean, I'm enjoying the story, but that's a lot of dialogue. Rest for the night? Yeah. Okay. I don't know, man. Like, these days, like, games like this, they have too much dialogue. Like, I guess, you know, it's nice to be there for those that want to explore it all, but a game has to, like, the story has to really grab me, like, immensely for me to want to go through all that dialogue. I mean, it's interesting to me, but at the same time, I'm trying to create content here. Like, if I go through all that, that'll be the entire episode. Like, it's crazy.
Who's ready for more?
They're gonna find, like, different ways to better present that dialogue too, like, not just standing there going through all of it, you know? It's cool that you can just use this wand to, like, fire quick shots off and not use any of your essence, so that's pretty cool. It does decent damage too. I mean, it has a good rate of fire, so.
Welcome to Paradis, envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Why, thank you. Is that on it? Oh, got a cutscene.
Envoy.
What the hell? So just shot me in the tummy, man. What is happening?
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
Something tells me I'm not at the Living Lands. Where am I?
A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive.
I'm dead? At least it was a At least it was quick. I guess it could have been worse.
Worse. You died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind.
There are worse ways to
As
go.
many as the beetles and worms in the soil. But we do not want that. We could send you back. Just this once.
What do you mean, send me back? How?
The minnow can slip the fisher's net, even while the prize remains. And the fox chews its leg off to escape the hunter's snare. It is the only way. We will use our waning strength to free you. Then you must find us. Free us from our prison.
Dude, I'm ready. This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
Immensely.
Immensely.
Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
So I surprised this lady.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands.
What happened to me? All I can remember
A
is
voice.
pain.
Tell me more.
Norma's glowing figure told me it wasn't my
A vision of the
time
beyond?
to die.
And an ethereal manifestation? That's incredible. Your friend here carried you halfway across the city. Made quite the spectacle.
Probably not the grand imperial entrance he was aiming for. Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill.
The voice brought me back, I'm sure of it.
That's what
so
everyone
who
in
killed
Paradis
me?
is
Yeah, I
asking.
like that.
The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died.
Let's see. Going to awaken.
I
Past
suppose it's
lives.
possible. Not that I can prove it one way or another.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Already vision. Someone was asking me for my help.
Sounds like the echo of a past life. I wish I could tell you more. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul.
A watcher can see what visible to the likes of us. Or ask what a watcher
You've worked
is.
with one before. Good. You have an open mind. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job.
I'll find the watcher. Just
Runid's
point me in
shop
the
is
right
in the
direction.
hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived. but he'll no doubt want to talk to you.
Thank you,
Head up the
Liliana.
stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy.
You're giving me a lot of directions. Yeah, she is.
Apologies. Paradis is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up.
Appreciate the help, Kai.
Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
All right. Well, I think this is a good spot as any to end here. So hopefully you're all doing well. Stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.